This is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm doing the numerology for December 27th, 2024. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 20, and if you add the 2 and the 0 together, you get the number 2. Today is the number 2, and it is a great day for us to take a look at what needs to be planned ahead. Perhaps it is your New Year's resolutions that need attending to. Perhaps it is planning a trip that is coming up in 2025. Regardless, we are in the mood to put on our thinking caps and figure out what needs to be addressed. Take a moment to think through what will be needed for tax time and begin organizing and making some files. But this is also a day to look at our own mind and how we might be having a conversation with ourselves. Are your inner voices kind to you, or do you beat yourself up for small things that arise and that are a good excuse to put yourself down? Our inner dialogue creates our outer reality. Enough negative inner talk brings more negative things into our lives. That is why we need to be honest, but to not allow the mind to beat us up. If negative things keep happening, it is time to address our own thoughts, but also our own actions and behaviors. I remember going to church with my grandmother, and the priest was talking about being kind to others. But then after church, everyone was rushing, trying to get out of the parking lot, and they seemed irritated at the small inconveniences that arise naturally in life. That was when I realized that those people were not really listening to the sermon that day, and that they were just going through the motions so they would look like they were doing what they were supposed to do so they could label themselves as good people. Then I would watch my grandmother, who had some very real mental illness issues, be mean to people. Yet every week she would go to confession on Saturday, only to do the mean behavior to people once again the next week. Again, I recognized that she too was a soul that needed to be constantly reminded in church to do good things and behave in appropriate ways. And while God would forgive her every Saturday, I believe that maybe what God wanted was for her to change her behavior consciously and consistently. In the end, it is up to us how we react in situations. We can either respond with kindness and concern, or we can erupt and allow our primal brain to dictate our life, our reactions, our upset, and the perceived slights that just naturally happen in life. If we allow the latter, we are sure to put a heavier karmic burden on our soul. But as we always are at choice, and we are here on earth learning about free will, each choice and each moment is ours to make. Today, make sure those choices are the best for you and the longer goals that your soul wants to experience. We can waste time on blaming and hating, but with that energy, we could instead generate great things of beauty and create wonder. Again, the choice is always ours. Thanks, everyone.